Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
It definitely made us double take, we really should be just every single night doing kind of a walkthrough and making sure things are locked up and secured. And
New tonight on Valley News Live at 6. A West Fargo woman is warning you after someone broke into her car and stole a sentimental item worth $2,000. It happened Tuesday or Wednesday in a West Fargo neighborhood.
Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard shares her story, alerting people of potential prowlers this Labor Day weekend.
Kayla Rice lives in West Fargo's Wilds development. She says she had a gut feeling something was off when she saw her car door open and items thrown around inside.
Our neighborhood in particular is extremely family oriented, and we have lots of kids running about. And so that immediately was what made me anxious, was just to know that maybe somebody is out here doing not good things.
The thief didn't do any damage, but took her husband's 2006 championship Redhawks ring, which is worth around $2,000.
Definitely highly sentimental to my husband.
Derek Rice was on staff with the team as clubhouse manager, starting when he was a bat boy at age 11 through college.
That one was extremely important to him, that 2006 year.
Rice is not only telling neighbors to be on the lookout for prowlers, and if they do break in, police told her not to clean up the mess right away.
When you do have a car theft, don't touch anything in your car, just like any type of other crime scene. Don't clean it up, don't do anything, because they actually take DNA swabs.
Adding it's important to be in close contact with neighbors so this doesn't happen in the wilds again, or anywhere else for that matter. In West Fargo, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
Police say the investigation is ongoing and they're working with local pawn shops and online sellers to possibly find the ring.
The word for today's weather is blustery. Nathan warned us in advance about the gusty conditions. Let's find out if these winds will die down tonight. Nathan?
Yeah, Mike, definitely a blustery one, a windy one for us, seeing winds gusting 25 to 30 miles per hour for most of us. We have seen these come down a little bit in the past hour or so, but still seeing gusts in Fargo around 29 miles per hour, gusting at 28 miles per hour for our friends there in Grand Forks. And of course, those cooler temperatures were with us as well. You see those temperatures, 60 in Baudette, 68 right now in Fargo, 67 in Grand Forks. Those northwest winds bringing in that cooler air behind that cold front that rolled through last night. Seeing some warmer air down towards Sisseton, 69. Still 75 there for our friends in Aberdeen. Things, though, on the satellite and radar, pretty quiet. A few clouds perhaps up toward the north, but I am watching carefully this little disorganized cluster of showers near the Saskatoon area, as this could make its way into our neck of the woods in the overnight hours tonight. But here in Fargo, if you're stepping out, it's going to cool down pretty quickly for us as the sun sets. You can see those temperatures, they're cooling into the low to mid 50s. But the good news is those winds do calm down by about 8 or 9 o'clock this evening as well. And for our friends in Grand Forks, seeing perhaps a few more clouds there through this evening, but still seeing cool temperatures, low 50s there. So may need a light jacket again if you step outside. But we will talk ahead about the weekend forecast, holiday weekend coming up, and that's in just a couple minutes.
All right, thanks, Nathan. The COVID-19 risk level has been raised in 8 counties in North Dakota. The move was announced by North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum late this afternoon and takes the counties from the low to moderate level. The list includes Barnes, Benson, and Grand Forks here in the Valley, along with Williams, Burley, Morton, Stark, and McLean.
Our goal all along has been to protect the most vulnerable and keep things open. But for us to do that, we require everyone to be in it, and in the fight, and be responsible. We truly are in this together.
The governor added that the 8 counties currently account for 64% of North Dakota's 2,437 active cases. Cass County is not on the list. For those moving to the moderate risk, the guidance recommendation lowers the capacity in bars and restaurants and decreases occupancy at events. For more details, look for this story on the VNL News app.
While the federal government has told states to prepare for a coronavirus vaccine for distribution by November 1st, local health leaders say they haven't heard anything yet. Meanwhile, some in the valley say they don't care when a vaccine comes out, as they're not going to get one.
I mean, I don't get the flu shots, for one. In this, I just feel if it's ready here in September or November, it's way too early.
I believe that they did not do enough safety studies. I think they pushed it through too fast.
While local health experts say they understand the women's concerns, technology advancements are to credit for the quickness in creating the COVID vaccine, and they say any downfalls it has will be figured out relatively quickly. The CDC says the COVID vaccines are currently in phase 3 of their trials. Doctors from both Stanford and Essentia say as long as the trial data shows the vaccine is safe and effective, they will recommend it to patients. And here's a reminder about a couple of COVID-19 testing events tomorrow. Those who are considered to be high priority can get tested every Friday at Rowe Farm from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To see if you're eligible to attend this testing site and to find a link to register, log on to our website, valleynewslive.com. And there will be another testing event at the University of North Dakota's High Performance Center. It's open to the public and runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You must register on this website, testreg.nd.gov.
Let's take a look now at the COVID-19 numbers for this day. Minnesota reporting 1,047 confirmed cases, along with 7 new deaths linked to the illness. All total, more than 1,800 deaths have been attributed to the disease. In North Dakota, there are 360 new cases, along with 2 new deaths in the state. The death toll in North Dakota now stands at 150.
North Dakota First Lady Catherine Burgum is in Washington tonight. She joined First Lady Melania Trump at the White House for a roundtable event on recovery-friendly workplaces. The session is part of National Alcohol and Drug Addiction Recovery Month. Burgum says the conversation centered around how employers and community leaders can expand employment opportunities for Americans who have previously struggled with addiction.
The struggle of addiction, the shame and stigma of addiction is real, and it's really important for us to eliminate that shame and stigma, talk about the disease of addiction like any other disease, and it's really important for corporations to do the same.
Burgum talked publicly about her own fight against addiction. She also highlighted companies in North Dakota that are making an effort to hire those in recovery.
We're now seeing video from an assault that happened at a Moorhead apartment building over wearing a mask. We first reported on this Monday when Kenneth Ortner contacted our whistleblower hotline. Ortner is the man using a walker. He says he asked another resident to wear a mask before riding the elevator. Pushing and shoving ensued, with Ortner saying he was attacked, which resulted in a concussion. Police previously told us no one was arrested and no citation will be issued.
We're learning more about a stabbing that took place in Moorhead on Tuesday night. Court documents say the man who allegedly slashed his roommate did it because the roommate touched the suspect's sex doll. The victim said that Matthew Gilbert cut him with a knife. The victim said they argued until he went outside for a cigarette, but when he went back inside, that Gilbert pinned him down and started punching him in the face and then started slashing him with a knife. If convicted on all charges, Gilbert faces more than 17 years in prison.
A man has life-threatening injuries after being stabbed. It happened about 8:30 last night at the Park Plaza Mall in Jamestown. Officers found a 63-year-old man with a stab wound to his stomach. The victim had to be flown to a Fargo hospital. No one's been arrested, but investigators say they do have a person of interest.
A shooting in Devil's Lake caused a bullet to fly through an apartment window, narrowly missing a family. Mario Preciado was arrested last Friday after a SWAT team responded to reports of gunshots in the 300 block of 4th Avenue Northeast. Investigators say he pointed a handgun at someone and shot towards them. Then they say he shot his gun in the air and the bullet traveled through a nearby window where a woman and her children lived. Authorities allege that Preciado had 15 wrapped baggies of marijuana with a digital scale in his backpack. Police say they found 5 counterfeit $100 bills on him.
A pilot is dead after a small plane crashed in northern Minnesota. Investigators say it happened Tuesday night while the plane was heading to Bemidji. It left from Missouri but was grounded in St. Cloud for about an hour. Crews found the plane yesterday in Leech Lake. The victim was the only one on board. His name has not been released.
With excitement over the first day of school, plenty of parents take pictures of their kids, but we've got advice before you post them online.
And it's no secret it was a windy one. How about these gusts from today? 51-mile-per-hour gust in Fargo, 53-mile-per-hour gust in Gwinner. The good news for tomorrow won't nearly be as windy. We'll break down what you can expect going into the weekend next.